Hello everyone, Black Unicorn here. Okay, see, um, um, about to do a market review for the coming weeks. Today being the last day of August, last day of August. But before I head on to the market review for this coming week, I want to touch a little bit of what happened last week and how I looked at the dollar. My anticipation towards what I wanted to see the dollar do. Yeah, my overall bias is bullish on the dollar, but if you see, this was the last move that happened 2 Fridays ago. 2 Fridays ago, that was 2 weeks ago, before next week market run. So like this was exactly this happened on the 22nd. This was on the 22nd. Price action. What the price did, there was a huge displacement lower on the dollar. So price displaced lower and left this imbalance, this market inefficiency, imbalance, liquidity void, whatever you want to call it. Price left this imbalance while displacing lower. So normally what I know is that this imbalance would have to be filled eventually. Price isn't going to leave it open. Market isn't going to leave it open. It has to be filled. And knowing that the higher time frame order flow is bearish, I don't know. Coming into last week, I wanted to see price open, trade higher, filling this imbalance, then displace lower. And the process of doing that, because already I could see a range has been established. A range low has been established. So I created should I call it a scenario on what I wanted to see. Price should trade higher, trade into the zone. This is this purple shaded area is an inversion fair value gap. When price was displacing lower aggressively, it traded through this fair value gap and closed below it, making this an inversion fair value gap. So this was the one of the resistance zone I was looking at if price should trade into this level. I was looking at it to act as a resistance in price to push price lower. And probably if that should happen, I wanted to see a range high being created around this level. I wanted to see a range high being created, and that range high should also be taken before the displacement lower. And if we look at the extreme left, this two up close candle is our bearish order block. And it is high probability in the sense that it ran out stop, took out liquidity. There was a market structure shift to the downside, and there's an imbalance. So also, if a range high is created around this level, that range high should hold buy stops. So adding everything together, they should align. A bearish order block, this candle took out liquidity. There's a break of structure. There's an imbalance. There's also going to be a buy stop for price to induce tap into this bearish order block before displacing lower. So I had my eyes on this zone and this bearish PDRA. So let's see what happened next. Remember what I wanted to see. Price should trade, fill up this imbalance. This should be my first point of resistance. I wanted to see a range high being created because my range low has been established. I wanted to see a range high being created. And that range high should run, price should run through the range high, taking out the buy stops that would have been placed above the range high, tap into a bearish order block eventually, and then I want to see an aggressive move lower to come take out this range low. So let's see the next. Now this was almost what happened for the whole of last week. So as anticipated, price rallied, traded into this inversion fair value gap. You can see this was my first line of resistance defense, and you can see price trying to respect it. There was a displacement lower, creating a Monday high, eventually, which is going to serve as my range high. Then later traded into our bearish order block, taking out this high, which was the range high, just like I said here, or just like I anticipated here, tapped into our bearish order block, which is high probability. Then we got a displacement lower before it did whatever it's going to do into Friday, and it is almost at the range low. Well, I had to go back to this because I didn't make a post on this, and I want to make a market review, market analysis for this coming week. I don't want it to be like I'm talking based on hindsight. So I want to walk us through what happened first the previous week before we go into this new week. So let's head into the new week. Let's see. Oh, I'm opening the right tab. Okay, always I do my analysis either on a Saturday or on a Sunday, and I clear every markup that has been done through the previous week so that I could have a clean chart and I could have to see price for what it is without no distraction. So this is the monthly time frame on the dollar. I'm going to start from the dollar. This is the monthly time frame from the dollar. So I want to know what the dollar is doing, if we're still bearish, or if we're bullish, or if dollar is going to consolidate. So from this monthly, what I can see, this is July's monthly candle, and this is August. So what happened was that market opened during the August, took out July's high, monthly high, and traded lower. So if I should want to tackle this on the monthly right now, I'll be trading this July monthly range candle. There's a range here from this high to this low. The high has been taken. August monthly candle took out the high, and to me now it's going to reach out for July's low, which is the range low. So far I'm still bearish on the dollar. So especially on the monthly, the high time frame on the dollar is bearish. So whatever I want to be doing, even if I'll be going long, when there's an opportunity, it should be, my risks should be extremely trimmed because I am bearish on the monthly. I am higher time frame is screaming monthly, so I have no reason to be trying to buy from here. So this is the range I'll be working with on the monthly. July's candle, monthly candle. Price open on the August, took out July's monthly high, traded lower. And remember, this is the last day of the month. So tomorrow, a new monthly candle will form. A new monthly candle will form. And since I am bearish on the dollar, I still want to see a monthly candle form, trade a little bit high, probably into any weekly or daily PDRA, then displace lower into into our range low, which is the July low. So I'm working aggressively with this range, So let's head to the daily from here because of the monthly, the daily, the 1 hour, the 5 minutes, and all that. So let's head to the daily and see what information it's giving us. I'm bearish, the monthly is screaming bearish. So higher time frame supersedes all. So I'll be leaning on bearish on the higher time frame. So let's see what the daily is saying. Okay, so hold on, the daily chart also looks pretty cool. There's a bit of ups and down consolidation and all, but we're going to tackle it one candle at a time. So on the daily, okay, since our monthly order flow has been identified, I want to see what is happening on the daily. This was Monday's candle. From the daily, although since I already traded from last week, I already knew that there was an SMT between the dollar and euro last week on the daily, while euro took out hold on, while euro took out Friday's low, that is Friday 22nd of August 2025, the lows, dollar fails to take out Friday's high, causing an SMT between both pairs, both assets, meaning dollar refused to go higher, showing weakness in the dollar, while euro took out the low. This is the high for the dollar. Euro took out its low, showing strength and boosted higher. Dollar failed to take out this high and then displays lower. So far dollar is still weak on the daily. So this SMT is one of the things that makes me still gonna align to higher time frame order flow. But then, like I said, this is the last day of the month and there's gonna be a new candle open from tomorrow, Monday being the 1st of September. So we're always gonna see what's gonna happen. So let's head up. So while we can acknowledge that it's an SMT up here, this was Friday's candle on the daily. Now I'm gonna mark out things that I can see right now on the daily. Before I do that, what happened here this Friday? This Friday candle. Market opened, traded higher. I'm sure tapped into some 1 hour or 15-minute KD then displaced lower, and then we had a close. But this displacement lower took out this low. That displacement lower took out this low, took out Thursday's low. Left to me, I would have loved to see this Friday's candle taking out this low and closing below this Thursday's low. But it took out the low but failed to close below this Thursday's low. Rather, it went higher and closed above it. Now my attention, as much as I'm bearish on the higher time frame, if I'm going to dissect each candle one after the other or trade each candle one after the other, going into next week, for short-term trade, my attention is going to shift, especially on the daily, from hunting shorts. It's going to shift from hunting shorts to wanting to go long. And if I want to go long, where would I want to target? This high. So this, I'll be using the Thursday's range, 28th of August candle range. So since market took out this low, Thursday's low, and it failed to close below this low, I want to see market trade higher to take out this high. Aside that, there's another thing I can see here. I can see a volume imbalance. I can see a volume imbalance on the daily, which to me it's still left open from this candle to this, from this open to this open. It's still left open. Let me make it shaded. So that volume imbalance, from if markets will be going high to take out, let's use something. Should I use this? Okay. So this volume imbalance also got my attention. This Thursday's high as well got my attention, especially knowing that markets ran out the low, the stops below this Thursday's low. This should be coming back. It should be coming back to take out this high and also feel this volume imbalance. In essence, I would want to see a full body close, within this volume imbalance on the daily, not leaving it open like this. So going into next week, in as much as, remember, on the monthly, on the higher time frame, price is heavily bearish. Don't get me wrong, it's heavily bearish, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a switch in price for short term. So now I'm aiming for this part. It is based on short term longs. If I'll be going high, short term longs, and this will be where I will be targeting this high, this volume imbalance, probably this, but this first and here, this volume imbalance will be what I'll be looking out for coming into next week before I would want to see a displacement lower. Remember, we're bearish, so I want to see the monthly candle do something like this. I want to see the monthly candle do something like this: open, trade low higher, then displace lower. That's what we want to see. So if you put all those narratives together, there are possibilities for price to open tomorrow. Probably being a Monday, we might see a consolidation, or might see a move high, or might get a gap higher, taking out this high, filling this volume imbalance, probably running into some PDRA, bearish PDRA, that was gonna push price lower. So this is what I'm looking at the daily. And if we move to our 1 hour time frame, you will see above this high, above this Friday's high, there is an equal highs. there's an equal highs, clean equal highs. So those are part of the thing that's part of the criteria that is making me also lean bullish into next week. Okay, so let's go to a 1 hour time frame to see what's happening there. Okay, so now we're on the 1 hour. Okay, so you can see what I'm talking about on the 1 hour. You could hear some noise in the background. Just disregard the noise. Okay. So, middle. Okay, cool, clean. So, you can see what I'm talking about. This is the 1 hour time frame right now. This is the clean equal highs that got my attention. And what resides above equal highs? I guess we already know. Buy stops. Buy stops. So this is too clean for price not to run. It is too clean. And now we can also see this equal highs is in line with this daily volume imbalance. I remember on the daily I said I want to see a huge candle body close within this volume imbalance. So there are possibilities when price or if price should go higher, we'll get that body close, taking as clinical highs, and then we'll have that body close above this volume imbalance. Well, so far that is how I'm seeing price. But before that should happen, before price should run higher, there's one more thing I want to see. That could happen. But if it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean I won't look for a setup. But I would love this to happen also. Let me extend it. Yeah, let me extend it to London Open. So before price would probably run higher, I'd love to see price trade lower, taking out this low, then reach for these equal highs. Why would I want to see that? Within these equal highs and this swing low, this is a range. A range has been formed. So I'm seeing this already now as a range low. This is a range high. Let me extend this. I'm seeing this as a range low, and then range high. So this is what I'm saying. So price, once market open, probably we can get a little bit of consolidation, and then during session open and probably trading session, I want to see something like price trade lower, taking out this range low, then displace higher, probably shifting structure bullish structure, then displace higher to go take out this clean equal high that's in line, that is also a range high, and also tapping into this daily volume imbalance. So this is how I'm looking at DXY going into next week. I'm going to take each candle at a time. And as much as I know my overall bias is bearish, I will trade every daily candle, every information a daily candle gives to me, one at a time. Why? Holding my higher time frame bias, not forgetting what my higher time frame bias is. But once every daily candle closes, I'm going to have to dissect that information that it gives and use it to follow the next day. So far, this is how I'm looking at the dollar. This is what I'm thinking the dollar will do this is my thought process towards the dollar. So let's go to Euro USD and let's see what information we get there. Okay, this is Euro USD. Let's also go to the monthly. Let's see the information from the monthly. You know, this the analysis for dollar is an inverse analysis for Euro USD and also GBP USD, in short for the majors. So this is Thursday, July's monthly candle, and this is August monthly candle, and we are getting into September from tomorrow, so we'll be expecting a new monthly candle for September. So using this little information that I've gotten here, I want to see already August took out July's low, monthly low. Don't forget the dollar failed to take out July's high. That was we got our SMT. We had an SMT between dollar and Euro USD. So while Euro took out the low, dollar failed to take out the high, and dollar displaced lower while Euro displaced higher. So I have my eye on this high on the Euro. I have my eyes on this high. This will be my range high. So I am bullish on the Euro USD. I'm bullish. Now let's head to the daily time frame and see what information we can get there. So the daily, let's do this a little. Okay, is up. So I'm gonna go, like I said, dissect this one at a time. So on the daily, this is what we got the SMT. This is what we got the SMT between dollar and EU. Okay, so there was an SMT between dollar and Euro USD. Why Euro USD took out the low of August 22nd, 2025. Dollar failed to take out the high of August 22nd, 2025, and we have this aggressive displacement. Higher, although price ran into this PDRA and displaced higher on the euro. So what information am I looking at on the euro? What kind of information am I seeing? I'm bullish on the euro, but what happened on a Friday? Price traded higher, although it opened traded lower, tapped into a 4 hour imbalance, and then during the news, New York Bank news, we had a volatility that displays price higher. So I would have wanted it to keep on going, or probably if it had closed, I would have wanted it to close above this Thursday's high. But it didn't. It took out the liquidity of on this Thursday's high and then closed below it. So this high has been taken. It has to be acknowledged that this high was taken on Thursday. This high was taken. Cool. Now, what can I see here? If we look closely, it's clean, although, but every information should be looked into with keen eyes. It's not too obvious. It might not really matter, but I don't intend leaving anything untouched. So price took out this high Thursday, then closed below this high. I will be looking for price to come back low. I'll be looking for price to come trade lower from this week towards this low, or probably this fair value gap, this daily imbalance, and probably into this low. But then entering this week, hold on, entering this week of September, the first week of September, coming to this first week of September, remember you don't want to be in a rush to attack the market. You really need a handful of information to see really what the market want to do. In as much as my overall bias is bullish, and like I said, on a bullish scenario, we want to see price open, market open, trade lower into some bullish PDRA, and displace higher. That's what we want to see. And so far, this scenario is looking like that. A close above this high would have given me more conviction to not want to see price come towards this place anymore. And we just need to go take out this high, the swing high. But the failure close above this high make this candle a tradable range. So I'm looking at price coming to take out this low. I'm looking at price trading back towards this low, tapping into this daily imbalance and taking out this low before we want to see a progressive move higher. So let's see what the 1 hour holds. So we have our hourly time frame. Remember below here on the dollar we're having clean equal highs, but there was no equal lows here on euro USD. All we can see this daily imbalance aligns with this swing low, and I will be taking this, I'll be looking at this as a range. A range has been formed between this low and this high. Between this low and this high, a range has been formed. But before I start looking for sorry, hold on. Before I start looking for a reason to go short, and as much as I think that okay, price should do this, doesn't mean I'm not gonna wait for more information. Extra context is actually key. Yeah, it's actually key. So, in as much as I want to see price trade lower into this low, and also filling up this daily imbalance, I don't want to see price do this. Remember, a range has been established between the high and the low, so I'm going to call that my range high, and then this is going to be my range low, which is in line with this daily imbalance. So I'd want to see price do this. Market should open, probably want to see some consolidation, then price should trade above this range high, taking the sell stops, the buy stops above the range high, and I want to see this place towards or into this range low. So when this range high is taken, then I will be looking for a bearish change in state of delivery or a bearish market structure shift, probably maybe head to my 5-minute time frame to give me a reason to go lower, targeting this range low. That's what I'll be looking at. That is how I'm going to attack this market on EU. My overall bias is bullish. So all this all this opposing trade would be for short term, following every information I get one daily candle at a time, one daily candle at a time, but having the mindset of my higher time frame, my higher time frame order flow, what is it doing. So my risks probably on all these opposing trades will be reduced probably in half. So this is what I'm looking at the EU. I've touched on the daily, I've touched on the monthly, I've touched on the daily, and then the 1 hour. So this is what I'll be looking at coming into the next week, September. It's probably from the 1st to the 5th. So let's see what GBP, GBP USD. Let me have a clean chart. Go to monthly. This analysis is taking a lot of time. Okay, the monthly to say the same thing. Oh, I'm supposed to put this on D&D. Okay, so monthly low, monthly high. Market traded into July's monthly low. Took out the low here. Took out July's low. What did it take in? And now this will be my next point of interest on the monthly. So just the same thing with DXY. On the monthly, I'm trading July's range, Euro USD on the monthly July's range, GBP USD July's range. So this is gonna be from this low to this high, from this low to this high. That's what I want to see on the monthly happen. Probably price should open, trade lower, then before going higher to take out this July's high. So let's see what's happening on the daily to rush this daily. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this out. So what happened on the daily last week? We also had an SMT here between GBP USD and EU, while EU took out this low to the 2nd of August. GBP USD failed to take out this low and displaced higher. So, well, entering next week, what happened? What are we looking at on the daily? Oh, see. This Friday's candle closed. Looks cool. Let's see. Took out Thursday's low. Remember, EU took out Thursday's high on a Friday on Euro USD. Friday's high was taken, but we can't see that established here. We can see that established here. So what do we think it is? Is it an SMT? You have to know what you're looking at. Hold on, let's see, use this. Okay, so on Euro USD, the Friday candle's displacement higher took out Thursday's high. Now coming to GBP USD, I can see failure to take out this Thursday's high in as much as it took out this Thursday's low. So there's also an SMT in this part between GU and Euro USD. There's an SMT between GU and Euro USD. So what information does that give you, or what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I'm asking as if I want you guys to answer. So let's see what 1 hour candle is gonna give. 1 hour time frame, sorry. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. So what I'm seeing on the 1 hour time frame on GU, I can see this. Okay, this high was taken. Hold on. So what I can see on 1 hour time frame, I can still see this low, clean lows. Oh, so my eyes is gonna be here because daily didn't really give me enough information that I would need aside the SMT that I can spot. But then will I want you to still trade this low? I'm still gonna highlight everything possible. Let me take it to up. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So this is still eye-catching to me, or for me. It is a bullish order block that hasn't been mitigated. Yeah, and although this down close consecutive candle is a one whole candle, which is an order block. But I'm looking at this specifically, this last down close candle with these relative equal lows that I'm seeing here. Also the SMT that I'm seeing here. GBP USD failing to take out this high. Failing to take out this Thursday's high, while Euro USD took out the low, took out the high, is showing also weakness in GBP USD. So probably if I anticipate dollar to go high into next week, I would want to see weakness in GBP USD to trade lower. And if it's trading lower, I only won't be looking at this imbalance. I'll also be looking at this equal clean lows. Then probably I should run into this bullish order block before that trading higher. So it's gonna be something like this. I'll be looking at to happen. Price should trade lower into this zone, then trade higher. So meaning the monthly candle is gonna be like this. Market should open, trade lower, and this is what I'm looking at. If it's gonna trade lower, will it trade this low? I don't know. But if I'll be selling, it's gonna be short term because my overall order flow is bullish. So I won't be leaning too heavily on sales. My overall order flow is bullish. But like I said, since I'm following each candle, one candle at a time, one daily candle at a time, the information I get will give me more reason to want to go short. But before then also, this also is a range. I'm going to treat this a range that has been formed. A range has been formed. Range low to range high in line with this SMT. So my range high, my range low. So I would want to see this happen. Price should open, market should open, take out this range high. displace lower into this range low before we'll be looking for something like this to go higher. So that's what I'll be looking at on GBP USD. So this has been established. So before I would want to go short on this pair, I would want to see this taken out. This range high should be taken out. And then I would move to 15-minute or 5-minute time frame, wait for a bearish shift in structure, letting me know that, okay, we are ready to start taking liquidity below. That is when I will engage in selling these assets. If that doesn't happen and price displays higher and keep taking out bullish PDRAs, disrespecting bearish PDRAs, then I would lean to my long. But if this should happen, price should go high, take out this range high, probably tap into this is an order block, tap into this bearish order block, then give me a bearish market structure shift, then I'll engage for price to start taking this imbalance and then reach for this range low and then tap into this bullish order block before I start looking for longs. So this is like, it's how many minutes? This is like how I'm looking at price and how I'm gonna engage price coming into this new month of September. Well, let's see. Let's see how it plays out. I might be wrong, but let's see how it plays out. Well, if you find this analysis inciting, I would like to hear your comments on what you think about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe also to my channel. It looks new. The channel is new actually, but don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment also. Whatever you think I miss, give me a comment. Whatever you think you want me to talk more about, give me a comment. It's appreciated. Whatever criticism you have, give me a comment. Drop it. I don't mind. Right? Until then, I'll watch how price goes and I'll always give you an update on how price goes and the trades also that I'll take regarding my analysis. Until then, do have a lovely week, a lovely month, a profitable month as well. See you in the comment section. Take care. Bye.